I love the fact that people who were not normally put into a room together, we create a space and a platform and kind of guide conversations that allow them to share truths and experiences that often go unnoticed or forgotten. The teach-in was actually developed as a release event for the journal that we published. And the idea was we wanted to create an event that would allow people to experience the kind of scholarship and the strategies that were talked about in that journal. Because one of the things about publishing is that a lot of people don't like to read. So we wanted to create an incentive for people to want to read the journal. And the idea to do that was to create a teach-in where we would invite artists and scholars and organizations from all over the country to come to DC to share promising practices of how they do their work. Like, Words, Beats, and Life almost never presents anything at the teach-in. What we do is create a space for people who represent promising practices, excellent ways to do things, to come and share their strategies.
The need for someone to listen to children, to youth, to support them, to realize their special things that they have that they haven't shown the world. Every one of us comes here with something unique. And if you don't have a willing ear, you miss out on so much. We all lose.
One of the major challenges that organization in San Francisco said was like, yo, there's a huge elder community here of hip-hop artists that we need to engage. Like, we can't just pretend like there's not all this work that happened before us. We need to engage the people that have been doing this work for years. So we reached out to one of the founding members of the Watts Prophets, Amde Hamilton, and he gave the opening keynote. And California actually gave us that gift of saying that we open every teach-in with elders talking about the work that they've done and how they see hip-hop as building on that legacy. So that led us the next year in DC to bring Africa Bambaataa to Washington, DC. And then this year we brought DJ Kool Herc. Like, literally the people who have been instrumental in shaping this culture and in some ways directing my own personal life and the lives of the people that do this work. We get to meet them and get to talk to them and get to learn from them firsthand. Like, that's what I love about the teaching. It's not just about people like me. It's about filmmakers. It's about graffiti writers. It's about b-boys. It's about the people who practice the forms, the people that create the forms, the people that are being taught the forms, and the people that study the forms in terms of scholars. Like, it's all of these people who usually are separate. There's usually, people presenting work about hip-hop at academic conferences, which the community doesn't go to. Or there's, b-boys performing, but not necessarily being given a platform to talk about how the forms developed. The teaching is a lot like, what we're trying to do at Words, Beats, and Life, and here in DC, which is to bring all these disparate or disconnected hip-hop communities together.